Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Listen to the sleigh bells. Yeah, it's another holiday release. This one is from Natasha Denona, who apparently decided that it was time to spice it up a little bit in her collection for the holidays. She says that she has been doing a lot of simple, good, easy looks, and she wanted something a little wilder for the holidays. And she definitely has something a little wilder for the holidays with her brand new Triochrome palette, as you can see from the iridescent case here, which actually is going silvery blue, it looks like on camera, but it's almost a purple shade here. Let's take a look at these and talk about how this palette supposedly is engineered to work. You can do whatever you want with it, but I'll tell you what the designer's intentions were, okay? So let's take a look at it first. We have 3 rows of color, 5 each, for a total of, yes, we can all do the math, 15 shades. In the middle of each row, straight down the center, boop, 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 there are Triochrome colors. Natasha Denona is a born teacher. She runs a makeup kind of institute in Tel Aviv. She teaches, she instructs, and she is very, very transparent and honest with her intentions. Now, of course, makeup is a self-expression, so you can do whatever you want with it, but I'll tell you what her thinking was when she developed it. As I mentioned to you, the middle row of the palette, straight down the middle, is a Triochrome color, akin a little bit to her chromium liquid eyeshadows that she released a while back. And I have a review of those that I will put down below in the link. But if you take a look here, we have a middle color that is Triochrome, and each row supports the Triochrome color. So if you wanted to play by Natasha Denona's rules, you would create a look using the mattes and then incorporating the Triochrome color on the center of the lid. And again, these mattes go with this, each row. This Triochrome is supported by the mattes on either side of this, and again here. And that's what we're going to do today, because it's not just a rule that Natasha Denona made, it makes sense. Let's look at some of the swatches here on my arm. And I've done it in 2 different lights. Let's start with it under the studio lights here. And you can see I've put a little arrow up to the colors that are the Triochrome colors. So there it is across in one line. And above each, I don't know if you can see there, above each I have put some of the chromium liquid, Dogbane and infrared there, just so you can kind of see how the chromium liquid shades compare. And again, a little arrow pointing to that. I had trouble getting it to shift. I think that the chromium liquid shades from the former collection are shifting okay, but I'm not entirely sure that they are on the actual shadow. So let's go to some different lighting, a little bit darker lighting, where I run down there, and same arm, same arrows, same everything, but I hoped I could get those shadow colors to shift a little bit better in that lighting for you to see. And again, the liquid chromium shades are just up there just for reference. That's Infra Nude and Dogbane from that liquid collection. This is actually, this powder palette, shadow palette, is actually based off of the success of the chromium liquid eyeshadows, which again, I'll link my video below, but you just kind of paint them on and they shift and change and were kind of magical. I certainly like them, though I don't have cause to wear them a lot because they are a little bit crazy. And I am a little bit crazy too, but not always with my eyeshadows daily. So I didn't wear them a lot, but I love them. I think they're really cool. I have 2 of the, what is it, about 4 or 5 shades that were released in the chromium liquid, and I am fortunate enough to have all of these. So let's see, I have 2 eyes, and I do think that the good Lord above gave us 2 eyes for eyeshadow comparisons. We have 3 looks here. We're going to pick 2 to do today. I don't know how I'm feeling about this really wild yellow. So I think I'm going to go with this because this is the most neutral, this top row here. And then I might surprise some of my longtime subscribers by going with the middle row, which is purple. I don't usually like purple if you're a new subscriber to my channel, and I talk about it quite often. So let's try it. I gotta tell you though, I am kind of loving this khaki in the green row. Oh, maybe I should do the green row in the top. Oh no, I said I was gonna do the purple. I'll do it, I'll be true to my word. So let's do that bottom row, the tamest row, on my left eye, your right, and then we'll do the dreaded purple on my right eye, your left. You do not have to follow these rules. If you want to jump around the palette, go for it. Nobody's going to come arrest you, I hope. So if they do, just tell me and I'll come bail you out. So let's see what we're going to do here. I'm going to start with this big fluffy brush. It's a Rephr number 16, and I'm going to go into this color right here. They all have names, but how often? We very rarely use eyeshadow names, don't we? I mean, if an eyeshadow gets super popular, we use it by name. You know, there's like certain Pat McGrath shades that we'll all use by name, but for the most part, we really don't name them, do we? Okay, so there is just with a little bit of a fluffy shadow. I'm just kind of going in with the, just kind of try, woo! This one's a little redder than I'd expected. I had to look back and see what I dipped into. My goodness. I was expecting this to be a little bit sandier colored, but I'm not mad at it. So far, a very pretty, very tame eye look, right? Okay, and that's just using 2 shades. I'm going to also go under a little bit with this one. I am just doing a very quick look here, as I am famous for. Moving some of this, I used her Bloom palette on my cheeks and it can be a little sparkly. Okay, well, let's see. Let's get a 3rd shade. I really do decide these things with you guys here. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of these shades that I'm using here. The only ones I had a little bit of trouble with while swatching, another reason that I kind of want to do the purple row on my eyes, is that the last 2 purple shades, right here and right here, felt a little bit patchy when I was swatching them. And this one, this little peachy shade, is a teeny bit patchy. I have to work with it a little bit going on the lid, but I think I had a good result, so that's fine. But yeah, it was a tad bit patchy, interestingly enough. Okay, let's go into this Triochrome shade. Oh, there it's shifting really nicely. And the rules, according to Natasha, if we choose to follow them, are to stick it right in the center, and your finger is really the best to use for that. I am fat fingered, so I kind of got the whole lid there. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Let me see if I can get it to change and shift. I'm not opening my eyes, so I don't know, but I hope so. And this is giving the exact same effect on my eye that the liquid chromium did. That kind of change, like almost like a curtain is being pulled. And I think it's beautiful. That is the tamest row. I'm looking at myself, but it's still shifting purple, but I still like it. And I don't like purple, but I still like that. Okay, so speaking of purple, let's go into the purple row, and I'm gonna start with these shades purposefully that I felt swatched a tad bit patchy. I don't know if normally this would be the one I would try first, but I'm going to now because, oh, it's so lilac. It's very like Eastery. Yeah, I'm not having issues with it on the eye. I'm really not. I felt it kind of, I mean, it's pale. But yeah, I wasn't thrilled with it on the swatching, but it's actually quite pretty on the eye. Not a huge color payoff. I really feel like we have to be careful because it often seems, I'm gonna go in with this slightly darker shade, same brush, that if we aren't negative about something, that we're being dishonest, and I don't believe that to be true. I'm actually quite positive about this. I like this. I think this is a fun palette, and so I'm feeling really positive about it, but I just wanted to present the fact that it's not a huge color payoff with these purples, and the blendability. Purple's a tough one though. Okay, let's go under a little bit too with this purple. Oh, sorry, it'd be nice if I showed you what I was doing. I just think you're right here with me, you see. I forget. So there's a very purple look, which I actually like. We don't have any anything else on. Let me go into this shade because I had some trouble with it before and just kind of put it on. Yeah, that's a pretty shade. I kind of feel like this area here is bare and it wasn't. So, you know, the jury's going to be out. I'm going to have to work with this a little bit. You know, I like it. I think these are really a pretty wash of color. I'm not getting a huge payoff though from the mattes. So I'm going to work with them a little more and I'll update you guys. Here we go. Here's that. Let's see if we can get that shift in there. It's almost going like a blue purple. And let's put that on the center of the eye. Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. These triochromes are definitely worth it too. And I'm just kind of blending it in there. Well, that's really, really pretty. All right, let me get some mascara and eyeliner on my two different eye looks here, and then we'll come back and talk about it because I was kind of voicing a few concerns, and I want to talk to you about that right when I come back, so stick around, please. Okay, and we're back. I have added in a kind of taupey brown eyeliner on both eyes because we didn't need any more purple, and I put on some Marc Jacobs mascara. And I think my two different eye looks here, taken from the bottom and middle row of the new Natasha Denona Triochrome palette, I think they are very pretty and very fun. So let's talk about whether or not you need this palette. If you are a collector of all things Natasha Denona, then you definitely do. This is very fun, and it's easy to kind of pull together a funky eye look. Funky, that would be a good word for it. If you are not a Natasha Denona collector, but you are in the market for an exciting, different palette, I think there are probably others out there. I worked a tad bit harder with some of the shadows, and as you saw, I don't know if that was obvious enough on the monitor, but as you saw, I would kind of apply the shadow and then look, and it looked like little spots where it wasn't there on some of the purples. Purple's tough to work with, and you have to understand that I am not off the bat a giant fan of all things purple, though I have green eyes and I am supposed to love purple eye makeup. I don't really. So I think this is pretty and fun. I would not return it. I'm very happy. I do collect Natasha Denona, and I will use this palette. Is this going to go as like one of my top 10 favorites for the year? No, it's not. Not right now as it stands. This is a first impression, and I will update and I will work with it more. I'm not saying that I'm 100% right. I would love to know what you guys think. Were you thinking of picking this up? I think if you like this Triochrome shift, I'm kind of a bigger fan of the chromium liquids. So tell me what you guys think below, because I would love to know. You guys are so intelligent. You impress me all the time, and you're such a big part of my channel. So hey, weigh in for me. What do you think? And if you got it, what do you think? Are you planning to get it? I don't want to talk you out of it because you might just love it, but I'm feeling a little bit tepid. Tepid. At any rate, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear what you have to say below. Links are below to everything else and this that's on my face, so you can shop right from the site if you so choose to. And if you have not already done so, the highest compliment you can pay me is to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.